Okay, so the next step in order to integrate Balma, which is a CSS runner framework, is to use npm to install it in order to give our app local access to the Balma framework. Now, this process is the same across all three of the frameworks and libraries that we're using, which is React, Vue, and Angular. So to do that, we're going to head on over to our console, and I'm going to create just a new console window so I don't have to keep on starting or running this npm start command. And by the way, I'm using a console app called CMDER Commander. You can just Google that. And what we'll run here is, oh, by the way, let me get into the correct folder. We'll run npm install Balma and save it as a dependency in our package.json file. And by the way, if you're kind of hopping into this video without watching the previous lessons here in the course, then Balma is just a growing in popularity in terms of being a responsive front-end framework. So I'm starting to like it and use it myself. All right, so now it is saved. So now it has been created here in a folder somewhere in node modules, okay? So actually, I'm going to find that real quickly just to show you one thing real quick. Where were you at? Balma. There we go. You can see Balma comes with just, a straight up CSS extension if you want to import that, which is it's located right here, or a Sass version if you want to use Sass, the preprocessor Sass. So we're going to use Sass because we did that already in Vue. So it requires just a few extra steps to make sure that that works. So by default, when you create a React app here with your create React app command line interface, it's set up just to work with straight up CSS, as we can see. So we have to modify a couple things in our package.json file if we want this to work correctly. So I just pause to bring up here. Let me just show you at the very top. We're here at the create React app GitHub official doc page, and basically this will just give you a few lines that you need to paste in, along with some instructions on how to. Let me click on this. Where is it going? Why is it not going there? There we go. There we go, right here. In terms of what you need to do in order to get Sass compiling up and running. So as it mentions in package.json, we add the following lines to scripts. So we add these two right here. So we'll copy those. We're going to paste them. We'll get rid of the little plus signs here. And then also, if you scroll down on that same page, we'll find that we have to also remove the standard start and build and add these right here. So start and build, we'll go ahead and delete those, paste in with instead this right here. All right, so now we can go ahead and save this. All right, so now we can create an app.sass file, or SCSS if you wish. And I'm going to use Sass extension simply because Balma is set up to work with Sass, so I'll just keep things consistent. So just click on one of these files randomly, create a new one called app.sass. All right, and then inside of here, this is where we're going to actually import the Balma Sass library. All right, so the location, I'm just going to copy this in real quick, is import node modules Balma, balma.sass. And then also Balma is set up to work with Font Awesome. So we're going to import that as well. And Font Awesome is used for icons, quick access to a ton of different icons. All right, so we'll save that. And I'm going to exit out of here, hitting Control C and just hit Y, and then hit the up arrow, hit npm start. All right, so we have an issue here. And that's because we forgot one step, and we need to install. And by the way, I skipped over this when we were at the GitHub page just momentarily. You have to run npm install save as a dev dependency npm run all. All right, so let's run npm start now. Oh yeah, I keep on doing this. I am horrible. Sorry about that. There's another command that we need to install, or package rather, npm install node sass chokader, and then save that as a dev dependency as well. Yeah, sorry. I promise, when we run npm start again, it is going to work. All right, now we're going to run npm start. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to go back to our editor here. And if we click on app.css, we're going to notice that we have our Balma framework imported right here. All right, so the reason it's doing that is because app.sass, it will take this, it will compile it all down to app.css. All right, so we don't really change anything here. We still import, even though we're using Sass, we still import app.css right here. All right, so that's it in terms of integrating our Balma framework. And inside of these folders, by the way, we will create Sass files. And once we save those Sass files, it'll create, from footer.sass, it'll create footer.css. And then inside of footer, for instance, we'll import footer.css to work with the CSS that was compiled from the Sass file. All right, so now in the next section, we're going to focus on the very top of the layout just because it makes most sense. And that will be within our header component here and getting that looking more like this up here.